Hey everyone, welcome to another scene in Darkness in Dublin. This is going to be a scene for the Werewolf venue. Today's scene is going to be taking place yet again on the Sept. And I'm going to start things off in, uh, in a couple of different ways, and we're just going to converge. Firstly, we're going to start with Brett over in the cabins. What's Brett doing right now?
Um, Rat is probably reading some of her technical books. I'm under the assumption that uh, Treehouse can that somebody got her stuff.
Oh, I couldn't even hear all that. I heard reading a book or some shit.
Sorry,
Assuming that
I'm
someone got her belongings.
so she's pouring over some mechanic shit to keep her calm. Just be like, oh, okay. She's been studying on how to be a wolf for a couple days now. She knows she's gonna be doing it for the rest of her life. But you know, mechanics was her first love. This was her first life. She's still kind of pouring over it while trying to remember like what exactly she's supposed to do whenever she meets somebody who's important. Just be like, always remember Raya, assume the position, just stuff like that.
So Brat's gonna hear the very audible pitter patter of Nova running up to her. Brat, Beta wants you. Go,
Yes, then, mother. Shuts the
go. Noser.
goes
It's on the Weaver book.
back, puts it underneath her pillow. Wait, Autumn Nova. What does the beta look like? Who was the beta? Autumn Nova. She's got, isn't she?
He has black hair, and he is Hamid, and his name is real. At least that's his Hamid name.
His name is what?
Gabriel. That's his Hamid
Ah,
name.
gotcha. Going to find him, Autumn Nova. And she leaves.
You're going to find him until she'll actually give her a location.
Copy that. Did a little salute and then remember Autumn Nova may or may not really recognize what that looks like. Okay. Bye then, mother. She's gonna teach Autumn Nova more human stuff. And off she will go looking for this update.
Alrighty. As that's happening, we're going to pan on over to Tree Husk, who is still. I presume she really
Oh, she hasn't
left
budged.
guards at this. Yeah.
She is eating and sleeping and everything but this pack of lupus. Of sick lupus.
Yep. So for Tree Husk, there's a few of the guardians that are going to come up. One of the guardians is going to include Jeff, who's in lupus form.
Oh, poor Jeff.
So Jeff is actually gonna walk on up to Tree Husk and say, "Hello, Tree Husk.
Hello.
The beta needs to talk to you."
She proceeds to look around. As if expecting him to be right there.
Not here. Further into the Sept. We are here to guard the lupus while you are gone.
There is a pause. And a good look for Jeff. What rank is Jeff? Is he a Cleith?
He's a Cleith.
There is a long stare. And she finally heaves up off the ground. Shakes her way back down. Reverts to lupus. Take good care of them.
We will.
She leans in because she has seen Hamids do this. This is how they intimidate each other. Rawr. She just leans in very meaningfully. Take very good care.
Will do.
She is convinced that this has worked. And with that, we'll do one last kind of round around the lot to make sure make sure everyone as well as content as they can be. Make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, and after she's nosed around through the various wolves, we'll finally pick up her tail a bit and trot off in the appropriate direction if the beta has a usual place he chills. I assume, maybe. He, she, it, they.
He. You do know the beta. Do you want me to tell you who the beta is, or do you want to also save the surprise for
No, let's do this. Let's see it as we see it.
Okay, cool. So Treehusk would know that the beta typically likes to hang out. When he's not with the alpha, of course, he's typically hanging where the trees cast the darkest shadow, literally.
Seems legit. Yeah, she will just kind of pick up her tail and I got me some important business, and after pausing, glancing back, making sure nobody's causing a ruckus, no bruckusing, we'll go ahead and trot along.
Yep. And oh hey, would you look at that? Both Brad and Treehusk end up on the same path.
Holy shit.
Oh my goodness. Rat sees Treehusk, waves. Hi, Treehusk.
Hello. Trot.
I'm guessing she's walking faster. Are you also looking for the beta?
There, a pause in the trots. Head swivel. Yes.
May I trot with you?
Yes.
And the rat will trot along with Treehusk.
She will be amused watching her try to make up, kind of find that weird in the middle gait to keep up with Wolfie Trot.
Yes. It will be awkward, but she will do her best not to seem awkward about it.
Yeah, she'll trot like she knows exactly where she's going. She strikes off with confidence.
Brett is so happy she found Treehusk.
Righty, so y'all are walking, and for Treehusk, yes, you do manage to find where the trees cast some of the darkest shadows, which is incidentally very close to the cairn. In fact, the shadows are actually very dark. That's really dark. Trees aren't supposed to cast shadows that dark.
This seems fine. Admittedly, her blasé attitude may just very well be because she's been around and she's seen this shit before. So she doesn't have the new-faced reaction to it. She might glance back to see if Brett has any sort of comical face pulling.
Brett is totally chill. Totally. There's nothing spooky in the trees at all. You know what? She's a fucking wolf. She's not afraid of anything. But you know what? She's gonna stay a little closer to Treehusk. Obviously, just because Treehusk knows terrain. It would be stupid to stay away from her guide. Not her protector, her guide. She's not afraid.
Totally not spoopy.
She's not.
Yeah, I feel like this is one of those things where you just trot right into the inky blackness, and then once you're in there proper, just do the flop. It's not like she's gonna be able to see him coming. Shit.
Yeah, so they both do the flop, and a voice is gonna call out. Definitely a male voice. Very, very confident. Yeah, definitely arrogant. Though it's more of an unfocused arrogance. He's less talking to you, and he more just talks down to everything.
Yay. Sorry.
Oh,
People are beginning to learn now.
oh, there you go.
They roll over once they come into my area. This is good. And the dude's gonna go ahead and walk on out. He himself is surprisingly visible in this this really shadowy area. Certainly also helps that it's fucking daytime. And I'm going to send a picture of what he looks like into the chat. I do it on minicam, but I just can't fuck with that.
That's legit. Gotcha.
You are fine to roll over to stand up again, Tree Husk. But oh wait, okay, there we go. I can talk now. I believe introductions are in order for myself and the new cub.
Yep, there'll be that little flurry of motion as Treehusk just rolls casually onto her belly, licks her paw a couple times, like I totally mean to be down here, and then finally hoists up into a sit, glancing down at the cover.
Brett's on her back, and she's just kind of like looking up around, trying to see the figure. She knows that she wants an introduction. But
Wait, hold on. Before you keep going, did Brat try to roll back over?
oh no, she's still on her back. She's like on
Okay.
her back, belly up, like throat's up, and she's like trying to see. She can't see shit in this darkness. She just knows the voice is looking for an introduction, but she knows she can't get up to introduce herself. It's just like a feeling of
You can
side eye look
yeah,
to Treehusk.
fine. He'll say that out loud. It is fine to speak from down there. You're not going to be disrespecting me at all.
Okay. I am Bridget, born on 2 legs. Cub Arun. Raya. And more side I look to Treehusk.
He'll kind of take a moment. It seems like he's digesting that. He's just digesting the information he got. No say. Then it is good to meet you, Bridget. My name is Gabriel Young. Deed named Standing Monolith. The urge born on 2 legs to the Shadow Lord tribe Afro ranked. Stand back up.
She will roll onto her belly.
Oh, also, I totally would have added that he's beta of the steps. I just because I'm silly.
It's all good.
I improv the scene.
Well, like they know he's beta, that's why they're there.
Yeah, they straight out said that. Yeah.
Yep. Once Brett rolls over, she will get a cursory lick or two up the back of her neck because she did it good. You get reward grooms.
And she'll stay crisscross applesauce on the floor. So that way, if she must go back down on her back again, she's there.
I'm going to be very quick with both of you. And there's going to be an announcement that's going to be made. Nima came to a compromise. Something that I think can solve much of this tension. Because if you didn't feel the tension around the sept lately, I would probably question your intelligence, but no matter. Are you ready to hear?
Not
Yes,
done.
Raya.
Yes, Raya.
For it's worth, the ears are standing forward. He's got full attention. There's even like a little whisker splay going on.
Here is the situation as it is. Whilst we have received many very much well and appreciated lupus kin, there are some that are worm tainted. There are some that have such a severe amount of taint that they're able to do something akin to shifting in the crinos. They have eaten at least one kin, one from my tribe. So you can understand where the problem is in simply going about things as they are. However, it is not the Fianna way, nor is it really the Shadow Lord way. Simply give up on somebody just because things are hard. Said, the longer that they stay on set without receiving threat, they will stand to the rest of the set. Garu and Kin alike. So, that in mind, we're putting people on the task of getting these lupus kin back on their feet. Tree Husk.
The nose kind of pops up an inch or two.
And he'll look at Brad and he'll say, I'll admit, were it up to myself, I would not send or even think of putting a cub in a group like this, but we must be tested somehow. And we need to learn that there is more to this war than simple claws and fangs.
Her eyes are widening.
You are going to have 1 month. This will be announced at the moot, so your time will start then. And I'm giving you the heads up now. Consider it a personal favor. You'll have access to whatever you require. And if you manage to solve this problem satisfactorily within a month, no more worm taint, then the issue will be resolved. If it is not, then we will use other means to solve this problem. Is that understood?
Nod, nod, nod. Yes, Raya.
He's actually going to look to Tree Husk very pointedly for a reaction.
Treehouse is processing. Processing. Raya, the one who ate is dead. What other means would you use?
Well, I don't need to quote the litany to you to know what we do with the worm when we see it. Yes?
Ears flick back.
And before you say there's more than one way to fight the worm, I agree. That is why this compromise is being made. That is why there are Garu that don't have sept positions that can devote all time to this, are being given the chance to to do so, being singled out, because, one, again, of your lack of rank and significant sept position, but also this problem hits home for you. It would only be correct that you be given a chance to sort this out yourself.
I will fix it, Raya.
For now, keep this quiet. I don't want anything being announced outside of the moon. Is that understood?
Understood, Raya.
Yes, Raya.
Good. And I suggest in the days leading up to it, you formulate some kind of plan. Clock isn't ticking now, so now is the time to dilly-dally.
Can I ask a quick out-of-game question?
Sure.
Because I was not around for when the wolves were initially recovered/released. Is the place that they were recovered from completely fucking, like, burned to the foundation?
They're a pack wiped the fuck out. Like, hard. Like, it's still there, like, ish. For the last while, authorities had been combing through the crime scene, but bail's a hell of a drug. So I'm just going to tell you right now that is an option that's available.
Yes. Okay. There's a lot of ear twitching going on. It's like the processing wheel, except it's just a rhythmic little twitch, twitch, twitch as she is thinking, processing. Not looking especially happy, but we'll save the rage for when they actually expect her to murder other lupus. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
That's funny. You think they're going to have Treehouse do that shit?
It's funny. It's funny. You think they're going to get there without her being around. This is my house now. It's mine.
Roll initiative. No, but he'll finally end by saying, unless you have any questions, go ahead and take your leave. Get back to your guard post or your mechanics readings.
Wide eyes. Just like a what?
Raya, when we do this thing, may we ask may we ask the help of anyone who is willing to give it?
Yes. In fact, there have been a few new Cleats that have come onto the set that I think would relish the opportunity to cure their stir craziness and do something worthwhile. If you're beaten to the punch, then you'll beat me to the punch.
Sorry, say that last bit again?
Oh, he'll say, if you beat me to the punch, then you beat me to the punch. He'll remember that she's a lupus and say, if you ask them first, then I won't mind.
Good. Firm nod. Thank you, Raya.
Was that all?
Slow, thoughtful head tilt. Snaps back upright. Yes, Raya.
All right.
Okay.
We'll get back to it then, because I have things I have to get back to.
Yes, Raya. And she will proceed to rouse up off her haunches, turn around, start nosing Brad up to her feet to nose her out. Like, come on, little buddy.
She's going. Peter freaked her the fuck out with the mechanics thing. He's just like, yep, I'm good. We're going. We can go now if he is.
Yep. She is the shepherd because you are in wolf shape. But yes, she will nose you up to your feet, and once you're up and like, I'm going. Ugh. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just again. I know exactly where I'm going. Take the lead, trit trot, back out of the inky blackness. Brackets denied.
Brat's walking a little faster. She's just like, no, yes, leaving is a good idea. Leaving is good. She's no longer so curious about the beta.
And
Oh, my bad.
oh, you're fine. Just as they're going out, Trieste will tilt her head at some point during the walking and say, fixing this is human things. I need you to think of the human things.
What do you mean?
They're sick because of people.
Yes.
There are ways to find the people and the things they did to make them sick.
Yes.
You will help me figure out who to ask. Firm nod.
Of course I will. We can start by trying to research any kind of dumping sites near where their den was. I don't know if that was where they were staying, but that's where we found them.
There is a
Lots of
place.
companies-
There is a place that they came from.
Yes. Lots of companies try to subvert money by dumping waste into natural resources, and animals get sick. If somebody dumped something there, we could probably trace it back to a company. If they were released by someone, they might have tags on them, something identifiable, maybe over there. I don't know what's
They
left
were
of their
in
space.
a bad, wormish place.
Yes.
And when we went to that place, they were set loose.
Yes.
Things about that place.
But we have to find that place first.
Yes.
Going there to where we found them might be a good spot. Or at least researching that particular space. Looking at what's nearby. But
Blank.
Territories? What territories are close by?
Oh, my bad. I didn't understand all that. You were asking me for a role?
Oh no, just
She's basically suggesting that we look in the areas near where we found them for sources of taint, and Treehouse is trying and failing to convey that they came from like a worm-tainted place that was keeping them held.
Yeah, I caught that. I caught what you were saying, Katie. All right.
Yeah.
Of course, Brad is just like, I don't know. I don't know.
No, go and ask about the place.
Okay.
Firm nod.
Nod.
Because let's be honest, Treehouse wasn't on that mission, so she really can't tell anything. And even if she had been, that is all some human shit that she wouldn't have understood anyways.
I will treehouse this. She's at least heard the tail sing.
Heard the tail singer? What? Just go on about it?
Happening.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, she will pause long enough to give her a nose. You can ask the tail singer. He tells the story very well.
Okay.
And very loud. It's very easy to hear. Sage nod. Because he tells every story very loud. Ugh.
I actually just saw that I'm being called away for a scene, so
That's a good place to pause.
yeah, I don't need to. I don't necessarily need to like. Damn, I know Katie has a scene too, but we don't necessarily need to do all that here. And because this is like Brat's thing, we can. Well, It's Brett's entry has thing, but Brett's doing this specific part of it. We can do it in a different scene.
Yep, exactly. This is a perfectly good place to call it.
Yo. So here's what we're gonna call it. Thank you so much, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching, and we will see you again soon.